all of us are here for a very good purpose, and I absolutely agree with Miranda that this is a political war of a very, very serious kind indeed, for the survival of the possibility of feminism, or our ability to call ourselves women at all. I just want to say some tiny little bit about history, because I'm writing a book on 70s and 80s lesbian feminism right now. Back in the 70s in London, there were 2 or 3 men who decided to describe themselves as women who tried to get into women's events. They were not allowed. The vast majority of women were really clear about it. Back in, I think, 1978, I was writing in the London newsletter, as were many of my sisters, against the possibility of these men coming into events. And I did say, I don't care whether they say they're ducks or Boeing 707s, they still can't come into the Women's Centre. And various women have remembered me writing that. But so what's happened over the years, really, is that at that time there were 2 or 3, there was no movement. There was no transgender movement. The internet hadn't created it. What I understand transgenderism to be, and I think we should be very clear about this as well, it's a men's sexual rights movement. And I think we need to see that in the context of all the other aspects of the men's sexual rights movement. There's pornography, there's prostitution, there are many, many BDSM and so on. These are all aspects of men's sexual rights. They need to be able to express their sexual rights in women's toilets by getting erections, doing whatever they were doing in the park by beating women's up or whatever. They need to be able to get their penises right in all sorts of situations that women absolutely don't want them to as a form of violation, and that's what's exciting about it. But there are many aspects of the men's sexual rights movement, and I've been working on prostitution for 20 years before this, as probably some of you know, and this is but another aspect of it. And in a couple of books' time, I'm going to write one supposedly called Keeping Their Peckers Up, How Men's Sexual Rights Disrupts the World, right? But I do think we mustn't let not recognise that, because all the stuff about children, absolutely right that this man was saying, what was his name now, Autumn Sandine, saying that the importance of using kids is people don't realise it's about sex. Of course it's about sex, right? For the heterosexual men who transgender, it's not a mystery at all. They're sexually excited by wearing the clothing of the subordinate sex, and particularly in places where they can get their penises up by standing outside the woman's toilet and doing it, which is really important. So yes, it's absolutely sexual. We need to understand that, and we need to actually fight against it, as we do against all sorts of the other aspects of male sexuality, as social control, as violence against women, as objectifying, as constructing what women are supposed to wear, where we go, what is in the newspapers, it's an aspect of that, and men's sexual rights may not win. They absolutely mustn't win. And they're using children because they think if they talk about children, we will not realise that this is about their masochism and sexual rights. Anyway, that's probably all I need to say, because we don't have any time and we're being chased away by a group of violent men and their female supporters. I hope they're not getting too much sexual excitement about what they're doing.
Can I say something?